Welcome.
Welcome
to the celebrated nightly news of Calaveras County. And I'm John.
And I'm Sarah. And
Thanks
we're back
for stopping
again.
by.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we just tend to just show up here nightly like this, don't we?
Yes, we do.
Yeah,
and
I mean,
we're
it's
just here every night at 5:30
yeah.
and a replay at 10.
And a replay at 10. There you go.
There was a few things going on.
There was a few things going on.
For those of you who woke up this morning with smoke nearby,
there was a fire that could have smelled a couple different ways.
Right.
There was the big news of today is technically in Tuolumne County, but just on the south side of the river.
Yes.
Off of Italian Bar Road, there was a marijuana grow that was ignited about 11 p.m. last night. And we talked to and obviously the official cause is still under investigation and that type of stuff. But we did talk to a couple people off the record, so to speak, so we can tell you this. But they left in a hurry, so it was not a purposeful set. For example, they left there was ostensibly Mexican nationals in a marijuana grow off of Italian Bar Road in Tuolumne County.
Yes.
They left in a hurry. They left behind firearms. They left behind product.
Yes.
So it was like, oops, we better go.
Yes, there was some reason why they were taking off in a hurry.
Yeah, it was one of those, oops, we're out of here. So
and the fire ignited.
Fire ignited. It was about 30, 40 acres this morning. It grew to about 100.
Yes.
There were 3 firemen injured, minorly. So there was a broken arm, an injured ankle, and also another one.
And I don't think we know what the other one was.
I know, but they were minor injuries.
They
well,
were
if you
minor,
consider a broken
exactly.
arm minor,
relatively
but
minor,
relatively
exactly.
minor. So I guess it's... and the other good thing is CAL FIRE, they jumped on it. Yeah, officially they're calling it contained just after 5 p.m. or thereabouts. One of the things is there was some wind kicked up in the afternoon.
Yes.
And you know what? We sent one of our reporters
That's right,
on the
roving
spot.
reporter.
Yes, on the spot. And we will see what he did, on the spot here. So we're going to, I think it's John.
Our big screen.
Yes,
our big John.
No, but I think it was. I think we were going to John in the field.
John in the field.
Yeah, I think that's what it was. And here we go.
Yes, here we are.
And we'll launch our little video here. Uh-oh. Hey, I'm on the wrong screen, so we'll put it. There we go. We'll put John over there. And we'll pause it. And where is...
We'll make Big John really big, right? We'll make it a
go.
bigger screen.
View, full screen.
There we go. Oh, hey.
Yeah.
Press play.
We'll play. Oh, there we go. Let's go back. You may recognize that guy.
Here off Italian Bar Road in Columbia. And behind me, you may still hear a little bit of
He does look vaguely familiar. I don't know.
Slightly.
Yeah, I don't know what it is.
It looks like they pretty well got
Our reporters
hand
multitask
on this
here.
one.
Yes.
They're not calling it officially contained yet. Right as of this taping, the fire has swelled to about 100 acres. But the interesting thing is the origin of this fire. This fire was started by an illegal marijuana
I just want to make sure our viewers see.
Yeah, this is kind of what we told you, illegal marijuana grow.
Unfortunate way that this one got started. Looks like they do have a handle on it though, but this has been a busy place all day. There's been loads and loads of fire equipment, personnel into this area. There's also a lot of media coverage.
Everybody was out for this. And we're talking about media coverage. There was News 10, Channel 3.
Should be interesting. This one has definitely attracted attention from outside our area. But our hats
This is
off to
stuff that
CAL
we
FIRE
kind of
for
told
doing
you a
another
little
great
before.
job, and all the corresponding agencies. I know there were people responding to this one from not just CAL FIRE, but also county and and I think this the Forest Service also sent personnel and some equipment to this one as well. So thanks to everyone involved. And as you can still hear it, they're not calling this one out yet because there is a little bit of a breeze, so they probably want to make sure they get it really knocked down. But thanks to all the men and women who've done a great job.
Have you heard enough?
No,
I
not
think
yet.
you have.
It's almost done.
There was a couple minor injuries to some of the firefighters.
See?
There was an
Stuff
arm
we'd
injury and
close
also
before.
ankle injury.
Oh.
Luckily, nothing worse. And it looks like great job, everyone, on getting another fire out. And, you know,
There we
See,
go.
we had told you most of that
so
before.
far
You know, it's
from us
just.
really having a nasty one.
There we go. Yeah, well, that guy, you'd
That's-
seen
yes.
enough of him. You know, you'd seen enough of him.
So
But the
that
other one,
was the Indian bar one.
Italian bar.
Italian
well,
bar.
it could be an Indian bar too.
Could be.
And one of the things is, let's go to one little fun piece. Is we're going to go to Channel 3. I haven't had a chance
They
to
had
watch
a copter
this.
out there,
They
didn't
had
they?
a copter out there this morning, and John Hamilton was flying the. It was.
Oh, that's
yeah,
right,
it's-
John
he's
Hamilton,
the famous
the
one.
famous
so,
one.
you know, yeah.
He was probably a military pilot. And did all
Something,
that
yeah,
jazz.
all that fun stuff. You know, it's just basically, you know, I had to stand on the ground in front of a parked truck and talk. So here we go. Let's see here. And what we're pulling this up is, where's our fire? Here we
Oh, they
go.
may have pulled it off already.
Oh, they wouldn't have done that.
That's a video team
The
coverage.
video team coverage.
Whoa,
Here we go.
Hey, video team coverage.
And it looks like.
On the side shot of Walt Gray with our top story this noon hour is the Columbia fire in Tualatin.
Oh, here we go. Walt Gray's talking. So hey, let's take it over here.
What's the firefight looking like?
Oh, Rich Ibarra was there too. Here we go. See, they'll probably be excited that we're playing their news.
Of course.
So, whoops. You
Whoopsie
probably can't hear.
daisies.
Volume's probably a little low. Let's.
see.
Okay, it's Rich Ibarra from Channel 3.
Yes.
He's there in the same in a parking lot there at Columbia State Park. There we go.
Oh,
Here's
there
the
we go.
live copter fire
Yes.
footage
In 3 HD.
in 3 HD. We don't have a copter, and we're not an HD.
We're in digital though. Digital's good.
But this fire had all the big media here.
It did.
Yeah?
It did.
See, there we go. And from listening to reports
there
this
we go.
morning,
It's done.
basically he hovered at about what was it, 6,500 feet for a long time.
I have heard that
Yeah.
for
So
quite a while.
see, let's look at News 10 here real quick. Let's see. I'll pull it up here. You want News 10?
News 10, huh?
Let's see, because they had people out there too.
There we go.
There we go. Here we see. Everybody's got the Air 10 above fire. See, everybody's
Yes.
calling it just the pot fire and all that kind of stuff. So let's see.
Yeah.
So this one had everybody out.
Yes, it did.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
That's enough of that.
That's enough of that. But
Okay.
basically, News 10, Channel 3, and they are
Okay.
still there now. They are getting ready to. They're broadcasting there. You could tell they had the satellite trucks when we when we left the area.
You had
And
your
Hmm?
camera.
Yes.
Your
there we
your
go.
Web,
Back to our
web
little
camera.
yes.
Web
So
camera.
that's
So
kind of the top
all
piece.
the big guys were there,
yes, and
including John, Big John.
and
from
unfortunately,
the
the
pine tree.
only size I have is physically. There's not. It was girth, but that was.
Okay. And
That's
on
the
to
only,
other news.
Yes, on to other news.
On
yes.
to our normal
weightier topics. shall we
weightier
say.
topics. Exactly.
But
What's
good job,
happening?
good
Yes,
job, Cal
definitely.
Fire. Great job. And
They've
let's
done
just
a
hope,
really good job of just
Yeah.
putting things out this year.
and you hope they can keep it up. But there is this feeling because this wasn't the only fire today.
I know.
There was another one that was, where there was 4 small spot fires down off J59,
Mm-hmm.
similar to a start like that 500-acre one last week on Highway
Yes.
4.
Mm-hmm.
But the problem for these guys for Cal Fire is if they have to fight too many incidents on the same day,
They're
something's going to get away.
Exactly.
It's
Exactly.
just so.
And they had the Tahoe fire last night.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of the same air tankers and air personnel that were working that one last night. Because you think of Tahoe as quite a ways away, but for example, it's only like 50 miles as the crow flies.
It's not that far.
It's a long ways to
isn't.
get there, but as the crow flies, it's
not too bad.
Not that bad.
Yeah, not that far away.
Not
I
that
should
far.
say.
Yeah. Well, I guess is this our entertainment edition?
This is our entertainment issue.
So we'll swerve away from fires.
Swerve away from fires.
Away from fires.
And one of the first things, before we even talk about the weekend happenings, is that there will be sobriety checkpoints in Angels Camp this weekend.
So they're checking to see if you're sober?
That's right. They have announced that they will be checking people coming through Angels Camp for sobriety.
Okay.
Which is sort of interesting.
Well, we thought so, because if the object is to deter sobriety, it's a good idea to announce it. But if you're trying to catch people inebriated, then...
But they wouldn't be able to put them anywhere. That's the problem, because of the jail.
Oh, I see.
See, where would they put them if they found them? Intoxicated and driving.
We took a tangent. Yeah, we took a left turn here.
There's a question there. But anyhow, okay, so Angels Camp, sobriety checkpoint, all day, I believe, Saturday.
Yes.
And so watch out for that, and you shouldn't be drinking and driving anyway.
No.
See, there's my thought.
Yeah.
There's my mother instinct right there. But anyhow, okay. What else is happening? You have your little what's happening?
I have my what's happening. Let's see. I guess one of the things we were going to touch on is, if it's okay, is something that's not this weekend.
Future events.
Because there was one that is... Oh, let's go to it.
Well, we should probably talk about the blood drive then, if we're going to detour a little bit into future events,
if we're going to swerve.
Far future events, and then future events that are nearby.
Okay, all right.
August 28th on Tuesday, the Delta Blood Bank, in conjunction with the Arnold's Lion Club, is having a blood drive, and that will be at Independence Hall on Blagan Road. All day, I believe.
All day.
All day. So if you are of the mind to go and donate blood, there's a perfect opportunity. There's just right in the neighborhood, right there.
We'll see. We'll try our little toys here. We'll see.
And as he brings up the scenic celebration, which is the 15th of September, isn't it?
Yes, it is. And there we go. And one of the things is, this is the inaugural event for the Ebbets Pass National Scenic Byway.
Mm-hmm.
And there is going to be events basically throughout, all over the place. So there will be programs, and there will be programs starting in Arnold, at Serafina's and Camp Comfort there. Then there's going to be at the Dorrington Hotel, Camp Connell, Bear Valley, Lake Alpine, Hermit Valley, and Markleyville.
Yes, so all the way over the pass.
And this is a kind of a fun thing, and there's going to be all kinds of stuff to do. So if you haven't taken the byways, like for example, let's say you're a local and you drive up to Bear and stuff, take the day and go on over the top. Go to Markleyville. You know, take it to Markleyville. So
so that's September 15th.
That's September 15th, all day long.
All day, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Which is more than enough time to drive over the pass and come back again.
Is it? Mm-hmm. All right.
It doesn't take that long to go over the pass.
No, it really doesn't.
It doesn't, and it's just beautiful.
It's kind of interesting to talk to some people up in Bear Valley, and where they're saying is this time of year, or actually as soon as the pass opens, is it's the same amount of time for them to go to Sonora if they need to do a Walmart run as it is to go to Tahoe.
To Tahoe.
So basically, they'll do, or maybe Minden too.
Yeah,
maybe Minden too. But they'll they'll go the other way.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
There you go.
There we go. Okay. Friday, 6th Annual Arts Bear Valley Art in the Park at the Big Trees State Park is still going on at Jack Knight Memorial Hall.
Yes, it is.
And that will be 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. daily, and 10 to 5 on Saturday and Labor Day weekend. So this is another one that's going out into the future beyond just this weekend. And what this says is it showcases Bear Valley artists. And those actually in the Mother Lode, because it's not just Bear Valley people.
And also to
Yes,
mention there is that
yes.
if you're at Big Tree State Park and you mention you are going to the art show,
Yes.
you get free admission.
Which is kind of a cool thing.
Yeah, so you can go to Jackknight Hall. And also, going down to Copperopolis.
Yes.
They're having Tunes on the Terrace at Saddle Creek. Come enjoy this Under the Stars free summer concert starring the James Richards Blues Band.
Yes.
Eat, drink, dance, and be merry. Optional patio cuisine buffet will be offered for $15 a person. Old-fashioned milk, milkshakes, cold wine, beer, and your favorite bleep tales will be available.
Oh. Well, never quite seen that before.
No,
so
did you see that? There where it says that, where it says bleep
it
tales?
says bleep tales.
See, we have something on our site, thepinetree.net, that if it senses what it appears to be an offensive word, it will replace it with bleep.
I have never seen that before. I'm like, I've never heard them called that before.
So
okay.
It sensed a word that may have a meaning other than adult beverages and bleeped it.
Okay. Now I know. Now I know. Okay. And also Fresh Fridays at Utica Park for Calaveras grown fresh vegetables and flowers and all those good things that we grow here in Calaveras County.
And our compadres at the Calaveras Enterprise are back on stage and Stop the Presses, She's Not My Type.
Yes.
And this is at the Black Bart Playhouse in Murphy's. So.
And most of the players are from the Enterprise.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a play on reality.
A little bit.
A little bit.
A little bit. Tickets are $10 and $8 for children and seniors. Make reservations by calling 728-8842. Purchase your tickets at murphysblackbartplayers.com.
Yes. Very
And
nice.
also, if you're in the drama mood.
That's right. Murphy's Creek Theater presents Humble Boy, which is their
And that's actually starting tonight.
Yes, their third production of this season. And it will be from August 23rd to September 15th with an additional show on Sunday, September 2nd. And there will be no show on Saturday, September 8th. Tickets are $18 in advance, $20 at the door. And groups of 10 or more get a discount of $15 each. And if you want to find out more about that, 728-8422, or you can purchase tickets online at murphyscreektheater.org or at the Murphys at Moon, downtown at the Murphys at Moon Alley, 332 Main Street. And that's at Stephen O. Winery.
And the next event coming up is we'll try to go to our screen here. Can you tell
he's playing with his new toy here?
We're playing with toys again. So we adjusted our screen resolution so it should look a little better. And Mountain Adventure Seminars is sponsoring. They're up there in Bear Valley. This is their annual Adventure Sports Festival. Okay? And this one has, and we'll just go down through here.
And that's actually Saturday and Sunday, August 25th
Saturday and
and
Sunday
26th.
up in Bear Valley. They have rock climbing events. They have mountain biking. They have road cycling, kayaking.
They have a full schedule.
Yes, they do. So how they're billing it is if you are into human-powered recreation, there's something for you.
Oh,
so they'll be
nice.
having for on Lake Alpine, all the rest of that stuff.
For beginners and above.
Beginners and above. And for example, on mountain biking, if you want to take your mountain biking stuff up, they have the Grizzly Challenge, Take It Easy tours. So they have basically things that will blow your lungs completely out of your body, or just a casual ride up in the beautiful scenery.
That's right. That's
so
right.
There you go. And the Grizzly Challenge, 21 miles, 4 to 6 hours, fitness level, very difficult. Very difficult. So then they have the Take It Easy tours. Which is the beginning to moderate for $25, includes a t-shirt and dinner. And then here is my favorite, where you just take the shuttle. And the shuttle is $10 if you want to.
Do you put your bicycle on the shuttle?
Doesn't matter. I wouldn't be riding it anyway. So it's just basically my favorite was the shuttle.
Okay.
All right. Okay.
And also all day, Camp Connell Summer Music Series is back on.
Back in action.
Back in action. And actually, we're jumping the gun on this. Next one isn't until September 2nd.
Oh.
So, we will just go on to Native American cave painting tours.
Native American cave painting. Wow.
8 a.m. And the tour ends at about 2 p.m. Call 772-8260 for info because we don't know where it is either.
And they are having
So call for directions and to RSVP. So somewhere in Calaveras County.
Well, we better
Maybe
hurry
one of those
here,
geocaching things.
Maybe.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Fireman's Fun Day. This is about the 40th annual or something like that?
Yes,
This is an
Angels
annual
Camp.
event in Angels Camp. You get to bring the kiddies out to go for fire truck rides and everything else, unless they're out actually fighting
A fire. Exactly.
Um,
Volunteer fire department. And let's see, they're fixing chicken tri-tip.
Chicken tri-tip.
Spaghetti dinner served from 12 noon to 6 p.m. $12 for adults, $6 for children. And that's a pre-sale. So if you get those Thursday or Friday, that's the pre-sale. $15 for adults and $7 for children.
At the door.
At the door.
Okay.
10
Angels
a.m.
Camp,
to 6
Angels
p.m.
Food Mart, Middleton's, Angels Police Department, Alpine Trading, Spence Feed, Calaveras Lumber, Angels Visitor Center, and Motherlode Propane.
Exactly, our sponsors of the event. 10
Yes.
a.m. we're still on Saturday. There's a lot going on Saturday. Free Open Garden Day by the Master Gardeners of Calaveras County out there at the Government Center at their demonstration garden from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. So you get gardening information and planting information for our area from the Master Gardeners out there, and it's
What
a
a
really
deal.
cool thing to go to. Mm-hmm.
And
Let's see. here.
moving on, we
Moving
have
on.
there's the Art in the Park at Bear Valley, which we
It's
talked
still
about,
there.
and also we have the Salt Springs
Bass
Tournament, open to all anglers. Registration is 5:30 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. with a blast off. Or I'm assuming that's a.m. With a blast off at 7 a.m. because don't they usually fish
Very early.
very early?
Very early.
Okay, Salt
Yes.
Springs Bass Tourney. Okay, there we go.
Back to school night at 1861 in Columbia State Park. Now this sounds actually kind of cool. It's 5:30 p.m. Actually, most things sound kind of cool to me. So 5:30 to 8 p.m.
You have a low cool
I have
threshold.
a very low cool threshold. I'm like, hey, that sounds cool. And you'll enjoy live music, schoolyard games, and classroom sessions led by costumed interpreters out there at Columbia.
Costumed interpreters.
Yes, costumed interpreters inside the old brick schoolhouse on
So
the hill.
they won't be like Vladimir Putin?
No, they won't be
Okay.
shirtless. Goodness. Yes. So the event is free and it's out there at Columbia State Historic Park.
All right.
Not too far away.
And if you haven't been to that schoolhouse, that's a very cool. It's up on the hill.
Yes, it is.
And also Stop the Presses back in on Saturday night, as well as Humble Boy.
That's right.
And if you're into more music, Cedar Center live music is Groovy Judy.
Groovy
Judy in downtown Arnold. And here we go. Cedar Center Arnold presents Groovy Judy, positive funk rock from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Free admission. Picnic tables available on a first come, first served basis.
There's
Maybe
a lot
it's
of
first seated because
seated. Maybe.
are they going to serve you a table?
I don't think so.
Okay.
But you
All
can
right.
sit at one.
Yes. So first come, first seated.
Yes. Those
And-
were very well attended.
And dancing is encouraged.
Yes, definitely. Okay.
All right,
Sunday.
Murphy's Creek Theater, Humble Boy.
Yes, Humble
Yes.
Boy. Bear Valley Adventure Sports Festival still on Sunday with their huge list of events.
Huge list.
Mm-hmm.
Mountain Growers Farmers Market. So if you
Exactly.
need some organic fruit and veggies,
Mm-hmm.
go to the Cedar Center.
Out there in Arnold.
Yep.
And Art in the Park still going on at Big Tree State Park. And
More Stop the Presses.
Stop
they
the
will have
Presses.
a
That's the Sunday matinee.
The Sunday matinee in Sutter Creek.
So if you didn't get to see them Saturday after or Saturday evening in Murphy's, you can see them Sunday afternoon, 2 p.m. at Sutter Creek Theater, which is kind of cool.
You know, we're going to take you on a tour of the weather. Yes, starting up in Arnold, which is kind of where we're at right now anyway.
Yes.
A low of 64 tonight, a high of 92 tomorrow, a high of 90 on Saturday, and a high of 85 on Sunday. So a slight cooling trend.
Mm-hmm. Bear Valley actually looks really good this weekend. Tonight, a low of 54 degrees. Friday, a high of 84 degrees. Saturday, 84 degrees. And Sunday, 79 degrees.
Murphy's, low of 63 tonight, high of 95 tomorrow. And we hit the hot
Scorching
thing
hot. Yes.
on, and we better show them what that little hot thing looks like.
Yes,
Here we
that's
go.
why we go. It makes
why
you warm
yes,
just looking at it.
So let's go here. Let's see here.
Scroll down.
Murphy, see
Right
there it
there.
is. See this little thing right there?
It just jumps
it's
out
bright
at
red.
you.
It's like
yes.
ow,
Yes.
ow. It's not nice.
It just jumps out at you.
Yeah, it's just it's just not nice. I guess I better look at Bangor.
Yes, Angels Camp weather tonight, low of 65 degrees. Friday, high of 93 degrees. Saturday, a high of 92 degrees. And Sunday, a high of 88 degrees. And I should probably do that.
There we go. And tomorrow, Bangor, Maine, 74 tomorrow with a low of 64. A little bit of lightning, no thunder.
Mm-hmm.
Saturday, rain, and Sunday rain. So, there it is. Copperopolis.
Yes.
You are looking at 99 degrees tomorrow, 98 degrees on Friday, 95 on Saturday, and 94 on Sundays. Looks like just a slight,
little bit of a
slight chilling trend going into the weekend.
Yes. Let's see what we've got for Valley Springs.
While I will pull up one last little video as we go out.
Let's see here. It takes a long time for my little thing to load.
And while we're talking about weather, these are shots that we're going to put up on the pinetree.net later of.
Okay, Thursday, 97 degrees. Friday, 97 degrees. This is, remember, Valley Springs. Saturday, 93 degrees. Sunday, 91 degrees. And Monday, 96 degrees.
Wow.
So a little cool, and then shoots right back up on Monday.
And what we have is a little bit of video that we'll be putting up on the site from Big Tree's Family Day. Mm-hmm. So we'll go out with a bit of Family Day from Big Tree State Park. There's costumed people with the horse-drawn rides.
Look at that.
Step back in time, shall we say.
Mm-hmm.
And then they had birds and snakes and reptiles. They had kids' crafts.
Mm-hmm.
So
all
if you
sorts
missed
of
it
fun
this
stuff.
year,
put it on your calendar for
go next year.
Absolutely. And that's it.
That's it. I guess that's all we have. We really appreciate you stopping by. We really, really do. And you go have a great weekend.
Yes.
And we will see you back here
on Monday. Yes.
And hopefully nothing burns or does anything strange over the weekend. So.
Exactly.
Thank you. Good night.